Hey there YouTube, Mr. Gibson guy here, and today we're doing a new video on a motorcycle jacket. This goes along with a series of several other motorcycle jacket reviews that I've done recently, and this latest one I think is going to be a really good one. I've been looking all over on the internet for some time now, and I have not been able to find any review on this jacket, so I'm want to get this one up so you can see. So I'll try to go over all the details for you. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I kind of have a problem collecting motorcycle jackets. I have a number of them. I won't count them out right now, but I have been living for a long time in South Florida, and South Florida is a tropical place. It's just hot down there pretty much all year round, and it's hard to even think of wearing a leather jacket. But a lot of leather jackets for motorcycles these days, they give you good protection from abrasion and falls and stuff, which is good for riding, but they tend to be hot. But the latest designs that we've seen give a lot of them with perforated leather and with separate ventilation patches that are put into the jacket. And what that does is that extends the temperature range that you can use your jacket in. So you can even use a leather jacket in South Florida a few days out of the year. In South Florida, we'll have a few mornings, probably 4 or 5 throughout the winter, mornings where the temperature is in the 50s early in the morning. And if you're riding somewhere, that's a little bit cool, so a leather jacket will help. But if you stay out till noon, you know, start riding at 7, and you're still riding at noon, and you're riding in traffic and stop and go, you're going to be dying in a leather jacket because it's going to be 85 or 90 degrees, so, well, you know, or, you know, maybe 78 or something like that. That'll be okay. But with my retirement coming up, I knew that I was going to be moving to North Florida, and North Florida is more temperate. It's not really hot, tropical like in South Florida. I live about 90 miles north of Orlando, so I'm a bit up the state. Just about where we could call it North Florida. And about 8 months out of the year, it's cool or cold. And during the winter time, we get a number of mornings where the temperature's in the 40s and the 30s. We have a lot of frost. We count on frost every winter is going to kill off the grass, and then we bring it back again in the spring, because that's, while unheard of in South Florida, that's pretty common up in north central Florida where we live. And my jackets that I had from South Florida were all these perforated airflow leather jackets, which are great for down there, but I found out up here they weren't much help because even with the liner and everything you could think of, you still freeze because all those holes let the cold air in. And so I recognized I was going to have a need, if I was going to go out in the cold days and ride motorcycles, that I needed to have a leather jacket that was not perforated, that stopped all the cold air from coming in, and made it useful for riding in 30 or 40 degree weather, which my other jackets couldn't do. I also add on to that, I do not like black leather. To me, black leather looks like licorice. I like different shades of brown and leather. One of my leather jackets is blue, which is not a natural leather color, of course. It's dyed, but it matches the Yamaha very well. So it was a great price. I couldn't pass it up, and I got it. But that jacket also leaks like a sieve as far as cold air. I think it was made more, you know, for racetrack sort of a thing, let you cool off a little bit, but not really a cold weather jacket, because it's not. It cools you off a lot, which you don't want to be. Anyway, that's a different review. Today, the jacket we're looking at is the Fillmore Jacket from First Manufacturing. And what first got my attention on this one was a pop-up ad that I picked up on the internet somewhere, and I said, oh, that's kind of neat. It looks like a Brando jacket, Marlon Brando from the Wild Ones, but it was kind of a reddish-brown color in the advertisement. And about 99% of motorcycle jackets that are leather are going to be black. To me, black leather looks like licorice. I don't care for black leather at all. But the brown color got my attention, and most of my jackets are brown. I have one that's black, but it's not even a motorcycle jacket. I just bought it because I couldn't pass up the really cheap price on it, so I got it. And then the zipper broke on it, so it's a piece of junk. But I came across this nice brownish colored Fillmore jacket, and it really caught my eye. I thought, look at that, because that jacket is going to, you could really seal it up and keep the wind out, and it wasn't going to leak air anywhere, which was what I was looking for. As I mentioned, I first saw it, and it was in this reddish brown color, as well as black, and they call that color oxblood. It's just a dark red, reddish brown color. And it looks really neat, and so I was following that one because I had bought a jacket and then another jacket, but I really wanted to get this one, and I was kind of watching the prices go up and down on it and stuff. And it started out at Revzilla, and then somehow it magically started being marketed by Cycle Gear as well. So I watched the prices of them. When it was just Revzilla, it stayed at one price. And then when Cycle Gear got it, they cut the price down. And then Revzilla cut the price down. And then Cycle Gear went up, Revzilla went up. So the prices kind of chased themselves up and down for a while. And finally, just before Thanksgiving here, which was just a week ago, they had a real good price. It was just about $200 for the jacket, $202. And my girlfriend got it for me for Christmas. And it came, of course, really early, and there was the box, and everybody knew what was in it, so didn't really get to stay in the box till Christmas time. I was not going to miss some great riding with this. So I opened it up and I got it, and I thought, all right, now gonna have to do a review on this, because this is it's a really nice jacket. It's as you see, it's got the double-breasted look. It's the Marlon Brando style, and the zipper kind of goes diagonally on it. Yeah. So let's take a look here. Alright, this jacket, first of all, I'll tell you, it comes with a really nice quilted thermal liner, and unlike the thermal liner in my other motorcycle jackets, this one includes sleeves. The other ones just have vest liners, and that blue one I was telling you about is kind of a pain because it's got all open vents along the arms to let cold air in, and you don't even get sleeves to try to stop them. So, but this is a very nicely made liner, and it's pretty thick, so helps you hold more heat in. But the idea behind this jacket being warm is that it's got this big leather flap here, which you're going to seal up like this, and then this can go up this way, and you got all that. Now, on other jackets, it's got a zipper right down the middle, and that zipper really leaks cold air. This one's got the zipper to the side, which means that the air has to go this way around the big leather flap that's in there. So it should keep you a lot more insulated from the cold air, which is what you want. It's got zipper sleeves, so you can tighten those up. And this is motorcycle style. The sleeves are extra long, so when you're reaching out like this, your wrists are still going to be covered up to your gloves. I will also mention this because if you're interested in this jacket, it's important to know, that is that the sizings on these jackets tends to be large. Now, I get medium jackets. I'm 175 pounds and 5'10", and a medium in my other jackets is really tight in the arms and pretty tight around the waist and everything like that, because I don't know, I'm just making this up, but my understanding is that companies making leather jackets, because leather is expensive, they tend to make their jackets smaller than what the size says they are, because they use a little less leather. The more leather, and you'll see also motorcycle jackets, when you get up into the extra large and the extra large, they'll charge you $20 more because you're using more leather. So that's usually the sizes run small on leather jackets. It's been my experience. But this one, the sizes run large. I'm not complaining about it. It gives me plenty of room. When I have the liner in it, it still fits just fine. I can still wear a sweater or hoodie or something underneath the liner, and it would close up just fine. But this is, oh, the colors. I messed myself up, I left that out. It first appeared in oxblood, which is a dark red, and then recently they also came up with a second new color, and that's called whiskey, and it's kind of cardboard color. This is the one that I got. It's supposed to be whiskey, but it looks to me like it has a little bit of red in it. It's the one in the picture was more of a light brown sort of a look, kind of a darker tan, kind of cardboard color. Not that it looked like cardboard, but kind of that shade. But I think that this being a brand new jacket, when it gets to be 4 or 5 years old, the red is going to be gone out of it, and it'll be more like the whiskey color, the kind of a brownish color. I think that with time it will age like that. This is really soft leather, really comfortable. In addition to the thermal liner, it also comes with this leather strap belt that has belt loops in it, and it goes all the way around, and you can do that and have your two things hanging down here. So I took this off, but when I'm going to ride, when it's really cold, I'll put the liner back in, and I'll put the waistband belt on there, because with that you can really tighten up the jacket at the bottom and keep cold air from coming in. So that's what that's for. So that's a nice feature too. Although and if you're not bundling up, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have that. But that's why it's removable and you can take it out. Okay, so let's see, what do we got here? We got these zippers here. We've got hand warmer pockets on each side, here and here. And those are pretty big. Got silica gel in it. And then we have this additional side pocket, which is a small pocket, just goes that far. I don't know if it's cell phone, probably not. That's not on this side because it uses up more of that space. And it has this slash pocket up here, which is a pretty good sized pocket. So you can keep some of your road business stuff in there, whatever you want to carry around. Let's see, zipper, waist belt, pockets, cut and fit. Okay, I think I covered most of that. Let me get into the one other thing about this, this particular jacket that I found interesting. I have a lot of jackets, and I have a couple of vests also. And one of my vests, one that's has shoulders on it, it's like a cut. That one has gun pockets in it, and this vest, this jacket has gun pockets as well. The cut that I have, it has like these strips about this wide of elastic inside the pocket, and you can put the gun down inside of that, and it's got a second one next to it, a little bit smaller. You can put an extra magazine in there, and they're on both sides. This jacket is a little bit different. Instead of having just like a 1-inch strip of elastic, this one has a kind of like a funnel shape, actually, like a nylon holster that's sewn into either side. You have one on each side. So inside that pocket, you can put your concealed carry weapon, and because it's kind of a funnel shape, you slip it right in there, and it stays very safely like that, and it doesn't go anywhere. If you're really carrying a true concealed carry weapon, you have something which is small and light. Here's this one. Here it is. Now see, I was really a whiz at doing this, and now it acts up on camera. Alright, got it in there. And you put in something heavy, and your jacket's going to be doing this. But if you have, polymer frame, subcompact 380, then you can have your gun in there. You won't even feel it. Nobody will have any idea that it's there. It's not going to print on the jacket or anything like that. So that's, oh, and let me show you this. See if the camera will pick this up. It has these 2 snaps on either side. And usually a snap looks like this, or like this. But on your gun pocket, your snaps are, they look like the primer on the back of shell casings. See if you can see that. Yeah, I can see that on the monitor. See that? See that? I thought that was pretty funny that they did that little extra feature there. So you can tell that's the gun pocket because it's got bullets on it. So that is my story on the first manufacturing Fillmore jacket in sort of whiskey, kind of cross between oxblood and whiskey right now. It's a really nice jacket. Oh, I wore this in the house without the liner. The day that I got it for like 4 or 5 hours, and the temperature was like 70 degrees, and yeah, I was perfectly comfortable in it, which is usually you think, oh, you gotta get some pretty cold temperatures to be in a leather jacket, but I didn't zip it, and it was very comfortable, nice jacket to wear. And now I'm going to go out there and get riding on it. All right? Thank you for watching this, and see you again real soon, Mr. Gibson guy. So long.